A little hard, a little harsh.
Jim is here now, obviously. Lovely to see you again.
Nice to see you guys.
Looking extremely trim, I have to say.
Well, thanks very much.
You've
Yeah.
lost some weight. Have you been on
Yeah, I've lost a bit of weight, yeah. But I've just been eating less pizza.
Oh, right.
I'm on like the gremlin diet that you hit when you get to 35. You've got to go right. Stop eating food after midnight. That sort of thing.
Oh right.
Oh, right.
That's my basic idea.
Yeah.
Non-munchers.
You know
How many jokes in a row?
Hang on. No, both ask, and I'll deal with them in order.
I will let you, my sweet.
Thank you.
Okay, after you.
Go on.
What I was going to say was, because you have this one-line delivery, does that mean that your shows are harder work for you than comedians who have this kind of stream of consciousness, kind of elliptical? Because you've got to memorise more, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got like sort of 300 jokes in the show. I mean, those were all the clean ones from last year. That's it. And we've got no more that were suitable for tea time. But yeah, I've got to remember a lot of jokes, and I've got to write an awful lot of jokes. But then I don't have to worry about being charming or likeable. And that takes a lot of pressure off.
So
a lot of these comics have to be really nice. Forget
so
about
it is
that.
one long machine gun burst then?
Yeah, I mean, the new show starts on Thursday, like the new tour. I've just finished the last one, and then the new one starts almost immediately.
Okay.
And it's about 300 jokes in a row. I mean, there's lots of chatting to the audience as well, and so having fun with people. But yeah, basically, it's just lots of jokes. Because that's what I used to like going to see. When I used to go and see comedy all the time, I just think I'll get to the joke.
Well, it reminds me a bit of Ken Dodd, actually. Ken Dodd had that style.
Cool, that's a lovely thing to say.
Well, no, really,
It reminds me of Bob Hope, actually.
And Bob Hope, yeah.
Definitely
That's
Bob
going
Hope,
at you, not... I mean, what was Ken Dodd's famous line towards the end of the show? I don't know if yet. You know, I mean, just would hit you and hit you and hit you with punchlines.
He's still going. He's still doing it.
Ken's still at it, yeah.
6-hour-long shows.
You don't.
How long needs that? But God love him.
How long do you do?
About an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. That's about right.
Yeah. Well, you talk about audience reaction, and you're very brave. You just throw into the audience, and you work with what you get back. Do you always feel confident that you'll get a laugh out of somebody saying, "I'm from Bradford and I'm a milkman"? You've got something to do with that. You can play with it.
Yeah, there's always something. I mean, you can always talk to them, but also if you don't get the laugh, they tend to get the laugh.
Right.
Sometimes they win. That's fine. If people, if people have come out to a live show as well, it's almost like sort of 1,000 people or 2,000 people are all saying we've got the same sense of humour. There's a crossover with our sense of humour. We all find this stuff funny. And people that go to live comedy tend to have quite a good sense of humour of their own.
Yes.
So getting them to join in and help is, you know, you don't have to win all the time.
And they want to laugh. You know, they haven't gone as a challenge. It's not like the Comedy Store. You know, which is
no,
a bit
it's not
of a,
like the
bit of a
Gong Show thing of like it's a contest with the audience. They want to. I mean, you can't really get heckled in an aggressive way because when people have paid 20 quid to come and see you, that takes the sting out of anything they say. Well, you sort of think, well, I'll keep that then. Well, that takes... I'll buy myself something nice to cheer me up.
That takes us to the end gag of this little sequence, because on your DVD, you've got a kind of a cartoon version of yourself, Jimmy Carr-toon. And it covers the exchanges you have towards the end of the show with the audience, right?
Well, this was it was a thing where we wanted to tape. We taped all the gigs on the last tour, and got all the funniest bits of audience interaction, and then got people to animate them. It's just, you know, this DVD extra thing, because most people that buy the DVD, I think, have already seen the show live.
Right.
So they're buying it almost as kind of a keepsake, and because they want to see it one more time. But then you've got to do something good on the extras, otherwise they feel they've been ripped off. So we made this kind of 40-minute cartoon.
Well, it's 40 minutes, is it? Well, we've just got about a minute of it. It's very clever. It's very, very funny. Listen carefully, because a lot of the people are shouting from the back of the hall. So turn the volume up, listen up, and it's funny.
Any questions? Anyone want to chip in?
Who won the rugby?
Who are we playing? Who, sorry? France? Is that near France? What do you do?
I'm on the soldier.
You're on the social. Is it easier if I just ask, is there anyone that's not on the social? If there is, I'm presuming you work at the social. On the social makes it sound much more fun, though, doesn't it? I'm on benefits. How long does it take me to do my hair? Literally no time at all. Yeah, it's a bit anachronistic, isn't it? It looks like it was cut in the 1930s. You did a wig? If you had a wig, you wouldn't necessarily go... You wouldn't go, I'd like a 1930s quid, please. I do wear a merkin, though. Any other questions? Let me get a little photo. What, sorry? Why am I doing stand-up? Because like you will give me 20 quid a pop. Glad we beat that. I was watching it thinking, oh, you're not showing this bit, are you? That's going to go badly.
We're very careful. That is very clever animation, actually.
I mean, such talented animators that sort of put it all together, and lots of different styles. We did 9 different styles.
Yeah.
So it's these little bits and it kind of changes. But it's such a fun thing, animation, and there's kind of not enough of it around. It's great.
It must... I was posing as a question. It's more of a rhetorical statement, really. It must be a pressure on someone like you, who's been very much the face of Channel 4 humour for a long time, and you...
Along with yourself.
Along with myself. But yeah, but you're intentionally funny, I'm not. You know, and you go out on the road and stuff, and you pack them in. But the pressure to continue to be funny on each and every occasion must be intense, because the day that you have a bit of a week series or a week tour is the day that it all starts to go away. You have to be funnier than you were before.
What an incredibly depressing thought. Thank you very much. Thanks so much for bringing that. No, but there is that thing of... I don't know if that really is a pressure, because I think you sort of, through being on television, you find a lot of people that go, I like him, and then the people that come and see your live stuff are already bought into it. They know what you do, and they kind of like what you do. My stuff's very wordy. It's lots of kind of wordplay and sort of quite intricate and just jokes. And if you want to go and see someone who's, you know, adorable or a storyteller, you'd go and see, I know you go and see Dara O'Brien, or you go and see Peter Kay, and people sort of pick what they want to go and see. In a sense, it makes it easier, because people choose to come and see you. If they like that kind of thing, they like it harsh, they come and see me.
Is it also the competitive environment? I mean, we had Ross Noble on a while ago, and he was saying that, that one of the reasons that he goes down very well in Australia, and people like yourself would go down very well in Australia, is because in Australia, the competition amongst the comics is quite unintense, because there aren't that many of them, whereas in this country, you really have to fight for your slot. Have to fight for your reputation. There's so many of you.
Yeah, I don't know if there is competition. I mean, I'm going up to Edinburgh.
With Ross Noble, because I know him. I'll tell him.
I'm disagreeing with Geordie, which is dangerous, isn't it? I'll lose my teeth. I don't think there is a lot of competition. I mean, I'm going up to Edinburgh on Thursday to start the new tour, and there's 2,000 comedy shows up there, and I don't think there's much competition between the acts, because there's so many different varieties. There's so many different weird and wonderful things going up there. You know, so you could go and see, I don't know, David O'Doherty for sort of brilliant Irish whimsy, or you could go and see Josie Long for sort of brilliant, you know, brilliant sort of quirky.
But do you? I mean, I know that your tour starts this Thursday. Did you say?
Yeah.
On Thursday. Are you doing anything at the moment to make sure that people are appreciating the jet? I mean, you do some kind of test research.
Oh, yeah, no, I've been doing... So I finished the last tour this week, but I've been doing 10 warm-up shows.
Right.
So we just did one last night, just to sort of run through the material and see that it all works, kind of testing it on slightly smaller audiences, and charging them a bit less, and then when it's finished, I'll go out.
Well, let's finish with a bit more impromptu ad-libbing. This is from Would I Lie to You, which is a great series, and you're being extremely funny about a job you may or may not have had, or an offer you may have had, which we'll just quickly check at the end of this clip.
I had an interview at MI5 to be a spy.
Jimmy, how do you get approached? How did you get approached?
I got approached by an English tutor at Cambridge, and this guy, McKendrick, approached me and said, would you be interested?
Kendrick?
McKendrick.
McKendrick?
Or M for short.
The thing is, Jimmy, if I'm right about you, you were a virgin until you were about 27, as far as I remember.
26.
26.
And that was the last series of this show. Shall we not bring it up again?
Here's the thing. This was your opportunity to pull.
And were you being sent abroad?
Well, don't you start. I'm having enough trouble with them. You're not even in this. What are you talking about?
Jimmy, was this during the Cold War?
Yeah, I'm 50.
You might be. Your hair's dyed.
Fashion tips from the tramp.
Great comeback. So the question is, were you ever invited to...
Sadly, I was a virgin until I was 26. Never been a spy. If only that were the other way round, I'd be so much happier.
Well,
on that disappointing note, we have to leave it. Jimmy's joke technician tour kicks off, as he said, in Edinburgh on Thursday. His DVD, Jimmy Carr in Concert, with that special bit of extras at the end, is out in November.
I'll see you both on Watch.
See you on Watch.
On
Thank
Watch,
you.
absolutely,
Yeah, absolutely.
yes.
The new channel.